Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai, Ba'ishem, Barakah Kodash, Barakatum. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh, Ba'ishem, Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and salutations to Ya'akim out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure until the end. This is the Brother Obadiah with another video, and I'll be profiling this clip from the Fox News YouTube channel titled, Trump Speaks at Presentation of Space Force Flag. With each passing day, we're getting closer and closer to the war in heaven and the salvation of the nation of Israel. This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 7 through 9. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought, and his angels, the heavenly military of Yahweh Ba'ishem Yahushai, the chariots, which people ignorantly refer to as so-called UFOs, against the earthly carnal military of Esau Edoms, the so-called white man, his fighter jets, and his hardware in this space force. That dragon isn't talking about the devil or Satan. Satan doesn't have a free will of his own. He never fell from heaven because he had a war with the Most High. Satan is actually the top left-handed angel of the Most High. When you go to Job chapter 1 and 2, you'll see that not only did Satan come before the Most High in heaven, but he couldn't afflict Job unless the Most High gave him the go-ahead to do so. That fallen angel stuff is just Saturday morning cartoon nonsense. That dragon is the last leg of the fourth beast, the iron toes mixed with miry clay, Esau Edom's political, financial, and military system, the reincarnated Roman Empire, the NATO-EU alliance, which the U.S. is a part of. And that heaven isn't talking about the spirit world where the Most High dwells, because you've got three heavens. The first heaven, which is the regular sky, the second heaven, which is space, and then the third heaven, which is the spirit world where the Most High dwells. And this war in heaven is going to take place in the first heaven and a little bit of the second heaven, low orbit space. Verse 8, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, Esau Edom, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast down with him. When Esau Edom tries to fight against the heavenly forces of Yahweh Ba'ishem Yahushai, it's going to be like shooting crabs in a barrel. That concentrated heat, or the so-called laser beams that the chariots are going to shoot at it, are just going to completely destroy it, turn it into dust and powder and nothing but smell of smoke, as it says in 2 Esdras chapter 13. Ya'akim, our salvation is nearer than when we believed. You can see that there are talks of food shortages and famines coming, earthquakes in diverse places, wars and rumors of wars, pestilences, racial tensions building up, and a mandatory vaccine for the coronavirus right around the corner, which we know is all just a stepping stone towards the mark of the beast, which is the RFID/NFC microchip implant. And once that happens, then there's going to be the hour of temptation, and shortly thereafter, the second coming of Yahushai HaMashiach, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, to save the elect of his people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the true children of Israel, and have that war in heaven against you Edomites. So to you sincere Akim out there, now's not the time to be getting weak or lackadaisical in this truth. You should have all 10 toes down, pushing this word as hard as you possibly can to have that protective hedge of Yahweh Ba'ishem Yahushai over you for when Jacob's trouble really pops off, and to make your calling and election sure and get beamed up in the chariot when Yahushai returns. Let's go back to this clip.
Incredible military equipment at a level that nobody's ever seen before. We have no choice. We have to do it with the adversaries we have out there. We have, I call it the super duper missile. And I heard the other night 17 times faster than what they have right now. Then you take the fastest missile we have right now. You've heard Russia has 5 times, and China's working on 5 or 6 times. We have one 17 times, and it's just gotten the go-ahead. 17 times faster, if you can believe that, General. That's something, right? 17 times faster than what we have right now. Fastest in the world by a factor of almost 3. So I just want to congratulate everybody and thank everybody. Space is going to be, it's going to be the future, both in terms of defense and offense and so many other things. And already, from what I'm hearing and based on reports, we're now the leader in space, and that took place. Don't forget, we're having a meeting today. This is really to infer
The coming war in heaven, the dragon and his angels against Michael and his angels.
on the flag, but we've been doing this now for quite a while. I have to say that from my standpoint, having a force, a space force in this case, but to be adding to the Joint Chiefs of Staff, which I've known about and read about and heard about all my life, just like General Milley, to be the head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff is something that's a very special thing. Well, to add another force into the Joint Chiefs, and we're getting a 4-star, in this case, we're getting a 4-star general on your board. So we're doing something right here. So we're doing something that is such a monumental task. So it's been more than 72 years. The Air Force, I believe, was the last one. And so we have Air Force, and not since the Air Force has anything like this happened. And now we have Space Force added on with full honors, I must add, with full honors. So today we're here for a very important, it's really an important occasion because we're unfurling the flag, and with us is Chief Master Sergeant Roger Toberman, and he is, I'd like you to say exactly, because his rank is a very special rank. Tell us about that rank.
Yes, sir. I'm the Senior Enlisted Advisor for the United States Space Force.
The highest sergeant by far, right?
Yes, sir. And at the moment, the only one. So I give counsel to the Secretary and to the Chief.
This rank is custom designed.
Wow, that's it.
And he's the only airman that wears that rank, and will be the only airman that wears that rank. He's the senior enlisted.
That's fantastic. And I heard tremendous things about you, Roger. It's a very important position. You're with all these generals, but you know what? He's an important guy, right? So why don't we go ahead and do it? Let's do it. Yes, please.
Thank you.
That's fantastic, Roger. I love that. That is great. Please stay with me. That's fantastic. Isn't that great? Please get in the picture. That's beautiful.
Mr. President, you will stand in your office alongside the other service flags.
Very, very great honor. It's a great honor. That's a beautiful flag, too. Roger, hold that up so they can see. That's really beautiful. Wow. That's a big day. That's a big day.
Can somebody explain the logo, General Raymond?
Yeah, so the delta in the middle is a symbol that the space community has used for years and years and years. The North Star signifies our core value, our guiding light, if you will. And the orbit around the globe signifies the space capabilities that fuel our American way of life and our American way of war.
I'm going to do this for Roger. There, Roger.
Let's say with that clip, hey, the Space Force is futility at its finest. Back in Revelation chapter 12, verse 8, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. When Esau Edom, the dragon's space force, goes against Yahweh Ba'ishim Yahushai's space force, it's going to be like shooting crabs in a barrel. This is the book of Obadiah. I'm going to start at verse 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom, that old serpent, the devil and Satan. We have heard a rumor from Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen, and those ambassadors are the men of the Lord, the prophets of the Most High, chiefly GMS or Great Millstone, going out there on the highways and byways preaching this word, as well as putting up video epistles like this to let you people know what times you're living in. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Jump down to verse 3. The pride of thine heart, or your mind, hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And the pride of you Edomites, especially the elites of the Edomites, such as the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, and the Gettys, hath deceived you, because you elites understand the scriptures and know exactly what's coming, but you think that you're going to be able to fight against Yahweh Ba'ishim Yahushai with this Space Force and be able to fulfill your New World Order. Well, you're sadly mistaken, as it says in verse 4, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle. And throughout history, who's been known to use the eagle as their symbol? The Edomites. From Rome to Nazi Germany, all the way up until today with the good old United States of America, Babylon the Great. And though thou set thy nest among the stars, a Space Force, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. I'm going to close it out in Revelation chapter 19, verse 11 through 15. And I saw heaven opened, and behold, a white horse, speaking of that massive fathership chariot that Yahushua is going to return in. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war. Yahweh Ba'ishim Yahushai, having that war in heaven against the dragon and his angels. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. And that's symbolic for Yahushai coming and taking the rulership away from you heathens, chiefly Esau Edom. And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of the Most High. And a precept for that vesture dipped in blood is Isaiah 63, verse 1 through 4. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save, the word of the Most High, Yahushai HaMashiach. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all mine raiment. And that garment dipped in blood is symbolic for the great death and destruction that Yahushua is bringing to you Edomites. America alone is going to be hit with 200 million nuclear missiles, as well as the laser beams from the chariot of the Most High, which is going to turn it into the biblical lake of fire from sea to shining sea, and then a desolate wasteland afterwards. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. And the year of the redeemed, or the elect, the 144,000, and the rest of the righteous 1/3, is right around the corner. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. Michael and his angels, the fleet of chariots coming with Yahushai. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations. That concentrated heat, those so-called laser beams, were just going to turn all the military forces of the heathens into dust and powder and smell of smoke. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and he treadeth the winepress of his fierceness and wrath of the almighty power. So with this video, I hope you sincere Akim are edified. Just keep strong and keep pushing this word. We're almost out of this final wicked captivity of the heathens, chiefly Esau Edom. And as always, I'm going to say Abad Babal, Kwam Yasharala, and until next time, Shalom.